Bucks, it's Miss Hooker, and welcome to our very first Bucks Book Talk. I'm going to be bringing you different books and authors every week, and hopefully, you'll find something that you enjoy and want to check out. So, our first author for this week is Jason Reynolds. If you have never read anything by Jason Reynolds, I highly suggest him. He writes fairly short books, but they're very engaging, and majority of his books are dealing with middle school, high school kids who've had to overcome some sort of adversity to get better, be stronger, and be a better person. So all of his books are available in Destiny Discover. So I signed into Destiny and I just typed in Jason Reynolds and it pulls up all of the books that we have from him. We have some ebooks, some audiobooks, as well as the print books that you can check out. So the first one that I want to share is Ghost. Ghost is about a boy, and he starts out his life with his father trying to kill him. And he and his mother have to run away from his dad. And so that's where he gets the nickname Ghost. He's a super fast runner. And he fast forward now to when he's in middle school. And you can imagine he's had a pretty rough life if that's how it started. And he joins a track team. And it's that track team and being a part of that team that gives him a sense of purpose in life. It gives him some direction, gives him some real friends, a mentor in the track coach, and it really changes his life. The books that follow, Lou, Patina, and Sunny, these are all follow-up books, and they each focus on a different member of his track team that you first meet in Ghost. So those are I love those books. I would highly recommend you give those a try. All American Boys, we have this one as a book and as an audiobook. This one is about a police killing of a high school student. So the police officer that kills the high school student is actually the older brother of another student in this same high school. And this killing absolutely divides the high school in half. Half the students are protesting and feel that it was a bad killing. It was a no fault. This was just wrong. The other half of the school is defending the police officer and saying, hey, this was a justified killing. And you really have to, you appreciate that you're seeing both sides of the story. No matter what side you fall on, you get to see the thinking of the other side, which is really interesting. I have not read As Brave as You Are, but I imagine it is good because all of his books are good. The next one is The Boy in the Black Suit. And this is a high school student whose mother has just died. And he ends up going and taking a job in a funeral home. And it's through seeing all of the other grieving families that come through that helps him come to terms with his own grief and helps him get through that. And the next one is For Everyone. I love this one. I read this one about 5 times in a row. It's very short. It's a letter that Jason Reynolds writes to himself, to his younger self. And it's basically saying, hey, it's okay if you don't know what you want to be when you grow up. And it's very inspiring and inspirational. And you'll find yourself reading it more than one time because it's such a great message. And you'll feel really good about yourself after you read it. Long Way Down. This is one of his grittier novels. The whole book takes place in one elevator ride from, I think it might be the 10th floor down to the ground floor of an apartment building. So this boy, his older brother has just been killed by another gang member, gang violence. And the gang code is you get revenge. You make it right by killing the person that killed your family member. And so he's convinced he knows who killed his brother. He's got a gun in his back pocket and he starts the elevator ride down to go and find this boy and kill him. And the whole story is him meeting people from his past. So at every stop, somebody from his past gets on the elevator not really. It's all kind of symbolic. It's his thought process. And by the bottom of the ride, you have to kind of decide, is he really going to still go kill this boy, or is he not going to? It's very interesting. And again, it's one of those books that you need to read more than once because you're not quite sure what he's going to end up doing. Is he really going to kill the guy or is he not? So I really liked Long Way Down. Look Both Ways, A Tale Told in 10 Blocks. This is another, Jason Reynolds is such an interesting writer, his perspective. So in this one, it's a high school, but each chapter is about different kids in the high school, and they're all intertwined, of course, because they're all at the same school, but it focuses on 10 different kids and their lives and how they all kind of interact with each other. Miles Morales, Spider-Man. This one we have both as an ebook and a regular book. I have not read Miles Morales yet, but it's a modern take on Spider-Man with, just a kid. I'm not sure if he's middle school or high school, but it's just a kid who's got Spider-Man powers. How cool would that be? I mean, who doesn't want to have some sort of superpower? So this kid is, Miles Morales is Spider-Man. And then the last book we have is Hope Nation. This is actually a collection of young adult authors who have written essays about moments that inspire them. And Jason Reynolds has an essay in this book. So that's another great one to look at if you like reading about like authors and things that make people be who they become, what inspires them to be who they are. So again, this is Jason Reynolds. He has won multiple awards. Again, like I said, his books are fairly short, easy to read, but they are about serious topics and they give you something to think about when you read them. So I hope that you find something that you like there, and I will see you next week.